Do you remember a little while ago when girls on Twitch were streaming in nothing but bikinis from hot tubs they installed in their own living rooms? The hot tub meta? Well, it seems like that's fallen out of popularity and has been replaced with a brand new Twitch meta, the MasterChef meta. Today, we're going to talk about what the MasterChef meta is and why it's possibly the stupidest thing I've ever seen anybody do. Some big streamers are flirting really close with the law on this one, that's for sure. So what is the MasterChef meta? Well, you know how streamers will sometimes watch entire YouTube videos while eating some food, adding a comment every now and then? Well, that's essentially what the MasterChef meta is. Except crucially, instead of watching YouTube videos put out by individual creators who don't have the legal means, or in most cases want to sue over the use of their content, they're now watching full-length episodes of TV shows on Twitch. That's right, full length. And it's usually MasterChef, though I have seen some people streaming other shows like Naruto and Survivor. Now, if you remember anything about Twitch's recent history with DMCA strikes with music, you can probably tell why watching full-length episodes of a network television show on Twitch on your live stream is a terrible idea. But let's take a look at it from the Twitch streamer's perspective and try to see what's happening after a brief interruption from editing MattyO. Hey guys, just jumping in here to remind you to decimate that like button and destroy that subscribe button. Turn notifications on as well, and maybe leave a comment down below if you feel up to it. Thanks, let's get back to the video. Alright, so what could embolden a streamer to decide to stream full network television shows? Well, from what I can tell, there really isn't any reason for them to be doing this except laziness. Pretty much the entire defense that I can find online, scattered around the internet, is that streamers need something to do while they eat or they take a break from their long, hard days of streaming. Now, of course, that's not an actually good excuse or any good reason to put yourself at such a legal risk to watch network television on stream. My own response to that is that they could just eat off stream, you know, just stop the stream. I've never understood why people watch others eat on stream anyway. I hate hearing people chew in person, let alone over the internet. It's just a little weird. But as for their long and hard days of streaming, causing them to need some easy content to take a break, hence watching TV shows, these people literally sit and play video games for a living. They could probably find some low effort game that they could just use to chill or just end their stream and take a break. If they need to take a break, they could just take a break. It's weird to me that streamers will keep their stream up while they're not in the mood to stream and would rather be eating or taking a break or something, because when you're a streamer, you're your own boss. You make your own schedule. You can live a little bit. Come on, guys. But we can put the lackluster defense aside because it really does ignore all the actual issues that come along with watching somebody else's content on stream. So it doesn't matter why they're doing it. All that matters is that they are. You'll know that Twitch recently had a reckoning with music companies realizing that Twitch streamers were illegally using their music on streams. The music companies submitted DMCA takedown requests to Twitch, which resulted in a number of streamers getting banned and a whole bunch of streamers getting strikes. Since Twitch's policy is that you can only have a certain number of DMCA strikes on your channel before a perma ban, I think the number is 3 strikes, this caused an understandable uproar in the community, and a lot of people were very worried for a little while, and pretty much everybody across Twitch stopped listening to music on stream unless they had the rights to it. Now, of course, anybody with half a brain could have told you that. Yes, it was illegal for streamers to use music that they didn't have the rights to during their streams. However, since the mainstream people don't understand Twitch, it managed to slide under the radar for just long enough, and it's all simply because music companies didn't catch on. But eventually all chickens come home to roost, and the music companies updated their approach, which allowed them to catch these streamers and file those DMCA requests. A lot of the streamers involved in the MasterChef meta really haven't thought this through. Seeing as a lot of them are the same streamers who were outspoken when the music DMCA started rolling in, you'd think they'd be able to see the writing on the wall. Right now, the only thing stopping the TV networks from filing takedown requests or other legal actions against these streamers is that they're boomers, and they probably don't understand that Twitch even exists. But once Jeff from Accounting's son is out there on the iPad watching a Twitch stream and he looks over and sees, hey wait, that's our show, and the son explains it to him, they're gonna start DMCAing this kind of stuff. Not to mention the often overlooked fact that the original copyright holders do not need to file a DMCA notice with Twitch. If they want to, the television networks could just file suits against the streamers directly. The music labels could have done this instead of DMCAing as well. I don't know why they haven't, because it would really make an example of somebody, and this is my understanding. Obviously I'm not a lawyer, but they could have massive fines for each documented viewer of the stream if it goes to court. So while the streamers complain about the DMCA takedowns they're getting, in reality the DMCA takedowns are a godsend. They should be thanking their lucky stars that the music companies and now the TV networks haven't decided to make an example of them, because they could. Playing MasterChef on stream, playing Naruto on stream, that is asking for trouble. That's asking for these companies to make an example out of you legally. And don't take that from me alone. In a response to a tweet asking a question about whether or not it's okay for streamers to be watching shows and reacting, in air quotes, on Twitch, DJ Wheat, the head of Twitch Community Productions, tweeted out, "It is absolutely not okay. Just like it has never never been okay to stream music. This is just as DMCA-able as anything else. Hard to say why streamers have not been targeted, but just like music, it's probably just a matter of time. This is not an official Twitch take, just my own. He also clarified in a follow-up tweet that he meant music that the streamers did not have the rights to, in regards to the tweet I just read. And as if it's not enough coming from a high-level Twitch executive like DJ Wheat, in his personal capacity albeit, but you know, he's trying to help out. We also have an opinion from one of the biggest streamers, Sodapoppins, and he is not exactly thrilled with the state of things. Here, take a look at this Twitch clip of him hating on this stuff super hard.
One person amps up the content, most people have to follow suit because it's a competitive space. And now all these motherfuckers are watching TV shows. They're watching TV shows, man. I gotta compete with that. It's AIDS. I don't even know what's gonna happen. I hope, I truly mean this. I really do mean this. I hope all of them get DMCA'd and get fucked. I want that to happen. I really do. I want YouTube itself. You can't even watch YouTube videos on stream. Outside of, I don't know, like this game trailer, for example. I actually do want that. Can't even watch Daily Dose. That'd be great. I would love to see. Now, that would probably decimate Twitch, and everyone, including me, would lose views overall. But I do want to see the world burn. I like those kind of things. So.
Now, Sodapoppins on a bit of a warpath there, but you can really see where he's coming from. It's very similar to the backlash against React content on YouTube that happened a few years ago. These streamers are basically leeching content from others, and it's not fair to other streamers who actually try with their content. It's not fair to the copyright holders who are losing money on these streamers watching their stuff, and it not being fair has nothing to do with the legal consequences, which are way worse than the social consequences of doing it. So I just don't understand why any streamer would want to be in the MasterChef meta. Why would you want to watch full-length TV shows on stream and put yourself at that risk? Your Twitch account's at risk, you're legally at risk. It's dangerous. The fact of the matter is that a lot of large streamers are very ignorant about copyright law. I suppose that they think they'll be fine because their streams fall under fair use, which in reality, not all their streams are going to fall under fair use. It really depends on the stream and what's going on. Fair use is always applied differently to different scenarios. You have to look at the individual scenario and what's going on to determine whether or not something's fair use. If someone's just sitting there and eating noodles with no input and watching a TV show, is that fair use? I'd say probably not. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but if you're not inputting anything, you're not doing anything transformative, and you're not, reviewing something, then I don't really see how it falls under a fair use exception. These streamers are forgetting that if a big TV network decides to sue them for rebroadcasting full episodes of a TV show on their streams, they're not automatically protected by fair use. A lot of them think that they could just say, oh, it was fair use, and then the court will throw it out. No, they have to prove in court that the content is fair use, which means they'll have to hire a whole legal team because they're literally being sued by giant TV networks. Like, these guys have some of the best lawyers in the world, the best lawyers that money can buy, because they have infinite funds. And then on top of that, their lawyers at TV networks are going to be experts in fair use law, because a lot of late night shows and news shows rely on fair use to keep those shows going. It's not a risk that anybody should take. I don't understand why these streamers are doing this, and I really, really, really wish that they wouldn't be. All of that is just assuming that the networks decide to sue the streamers independently or DMCA the streamers. They could sue Twitch directly, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they did. A lot of people forget that in the early days of YouTube, it almost had to shut down because of a lawsuit from Viacom, who alleged that YouTube was allowing people to unlawfully stream Viacom shows on YouTube, which there were a lot of Viacom shows uploaded to YouTube that were getting a whole lot of views at the time. And YouTube only exists now. They only won that lawsuit. The only reason that the website is around today is because they won this lawsuit on a technicality. From my understanding of what happened, the only reason they won is because Viacom had also uploaded episodes of their shows to YouTube, and so that invalidated their claim that, YouTube had no right to rebroadcast it, because if Viacom themselves put it on there, then how can they be suing YouTube for having their stuff on there? You know what I mean? It was very close, and it was probably the closest YouTube's ever come to not existing, and they won it by a hair. Twitch is gonna be in for a legal reckoning when this happens, and I wish them well, and I hope it doesn't happen, but it's entirely possible, especially because Twitch is not proactive at all in their approach to protecting copyrighted materials. It's almost like they want to get sued. They don't have anything like the tools YouTube has, which automatically content IDs things, it tells the rights holder and everything. It stops the whole legal issue from becoming an issue because you're giving the rights back to the people and allowing them to earn money on your videos if you use their content, which is a deal that YouTube worked out with these companies a long time ago, but Twitch doesn't have that. Does Twitch have the money to add that? Probably. They're getting those Bezos bucks. They're bought by Amazon. I don't understand why they have not been proactive in tackling this. It makes no sense. I honestly don't think that if they were to get sued, that Daddy Bezos is gonna write them a blank check to deal with whatever the consequences of that are. Because let's face it, Twitch is not that big of an earner for Amazon. And I honestly think that if it comes down to a copyright dispute with all these people, Amazon's just gonna turn off the water supply and let Twitch die. The entire website's gonna go if they get sued. So they really should take a more proactive approach, in my opinion. And so should streamers. It's also a responsibility of the streamers, because if the streamers weren't streaming this copyrighted stuff, there wouldn't be a risk for anybody. Twitch has been a dumpster fire for years, and I just don't understand why. They have the money, they have the resources, they have the people to fix it. They just seem to not want to. Anyway, what do you guys think? Are you worried about this? Or are you like me and Sodapoppin, just ready to watch the world burn? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and God bless you.